technology could map our minds, what would the biggest breakthrough be?
Well, the short-term goal is to cure mental illness. That's why the European Union and President Barack Obama want to spend $1 billion to map the brain. But you see, once you map the brain, then you can begin to connect the mind to computers. Telepathy, telekinesis, recording memories, photographing dreams, things that you see right in the Hollywood movies, will be able to perform.
What's the potential time frame for all of this?
We can record memories now. In mice, for example, we've been able to record the memories ricocheting through the hippocampus. We reinsert the memory in, and the mouse remembered. This means that the short-term goal is a brain pacemaker for Alzheimer's patients. You push a button, and the memories are inserted into the hippocampus of an Alzheimer's patient. But perhaps in the next decade, you'll be able to experience the vacation that you never had.
How?
By recording the memories, and then putting it on a tape, and then having these memories reinserted into your mind.
It sounds like there are some ethical issues with that.
One problem is if criminals get memories of a crime and insert them into innocent people, then eyewitness accounts get very blurry. When you say, tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, well, what happens if the memory you have is not correct? These have to be regulated.
Now, you say in your book that there are already drugs out there that can erase painful memories, like the kinds that trigger PTSD, and yet those drugs were never developed because of fears that actually painful memories are part of us and a good thing to have in a way.
We have forgetful drugs now that we want to use for veterans of war, rape, a traumatic car accident or something. People are paralyzed and haunted by these memories, but the President's Commission on Bioethics says no, bad memories are good for us. However, these memories are paralyzing. They blight the whole lives of people. They're obsessed with these memories.
So do you think there could be a change in that diagnosis?
I hope so, just like an injury. Why should we have the pain of an injury when we can, remove the pain? And so I think these forgetful drugs are going to be one day allowed, and even drugs perhaps that enhance the intelligence. We're now understanding when we brain scan people who have enormous photographic memories. We're beginning to understand the basis of what are called savants, who have artistic, mathematical abilities far beyond normal.
What are you most excited about? The prospect that you could live forever?
What are you most excited about? The prospect that you could live forever?
One prospect is to create an exoskeleton that people who are paralyzed can mentally have mechanical arms and legs and live a life again. In the future, when you walk into a room, you will mentally turn on the lights, mentally turn on the television, mentally type on the internet, call your car mentally, drive the car, everything done mentally. And our children will wonder, what? You actually touched the screen? You actually had a mouse? You didn't type by thinking? We're going to have a brain net.
We're going to have a brain net.
A brain net that replaces the internet, a brain net of emotions. Teenagers will go crazy because they'll have all the emotions and their parents, all the memories of a senior prom, the first date, the first kiss, all of that on Facebook, except it'll be emotions and not just text.
There currently is advanced cybernetics technology being experimented on human beings, which allows for technological bypassing of the human brain, essentially enabling remote control of human beings via computer. They've already mapped out basic functions of the brain like movement, and are able to artificially mimic the electrical charges via implanted electrodes, to cause involuntary movement along any directed path, in addition to even more horrifying aspects of this technology. Some are familiar with brain-computer interface technology, allowing some humans to communicate via computer, or to move artificial limbs via thought. However, we are not told that this is a two-way street, and the technology can be used not only in the direction of brain to computer, but also from computer to brain. Cybernetic implantable nano-microchips can technologically bypass the human brain, thus providing the ultimate neutralization tool. Over the coming decades we will see humans getting cybernetic augmentation and brain-computer interfaces that'll enable them to connect to the internet via thought. Currently there are no safeguard for individuals already connected to the system and no defense against being hacked and remotely controlled by outside rogue factions. The Bible refers to the cybernetic brain microchips as the mark in the forehead, while the RFID chip is referred to as the mark in the hand. Speak out against the regime, and this technology can be used to eliminate you without you ever knowing what happened, and there being no smoking gun to point to the government. Sheeple called the RFID microchip a theory a decade ago. Well, now it is official law. They call the coming gun grab a theory. However, we all know better after all we are seeing in these perilous times. The full spectrum of this technology is beyond horrifying in its capabilities. To eliminate people the regime deems troublesome, humanity can't afford to allow this tech to reach full implementation. It would be like playing a video game to them, however the real-life human would be you. Humanity has reached the singularity, and all human beings will be plugged into a supercomputing system similar to the Skynet system depicted in Terminator. First, we need to realize that this technology is currently being used, and is planned for all of humanity, and begin to understand the total implications of how this technology can devastate humanity, if left in the wrong hands. Then we must gather up all the human lab rats currently under experimentation and evaluate whether the technology has been used for good or evil. Considering it is being used to create real-life zombies and assassins, we all know the answer to that question. Our main focus should be to make sure that this technology comes under public regulation, because currently the military-industrial complex has thousands and thousands of cyborg sleeper agents all around the world that don't know they were ever cybernetically augmented. So at a moment's notice they can be activated and turned into remote-control drones for various missions. This creates problems for society the likes of which humanity has never seen before and is currently unable to handle. Imagine if someone in the covert agencies thought it would be funny to have thousands of people all across the world start eating other human beings. How could any of the current social structures respond to this? People wouldn't even realize that this is simply advanced technology and all society would fall apart. There must be a citizen initiative to bring awareness of this technology and regulations put in place to prevent people from being hacked any further.